Thank you very much for joining me today. You're welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing good. So today we already know that it's going on everywhere on social media about MohBad's death. It's really a sad one in the music industry, especially in Nigeria. Not just only in Nigeria. The manner of effect that the death of MohBad, the ones that have died in the past, they don't so much talk about them the way they do with MohBad's death. Why? Because of the circumstances that surrounds the death of this young boy that was just trying to rise up to become what his family would be proud of, but in a very, very young age his life was cut short. And different posts have been going on, different videos have been going on social media. The brutality that he experienced, that is just the thing. Every time I watch it, like anyone they just post, or just any recent one they post, when I go through, I just feel like crying. Because you see, we have 5 fingers. If one you point it to people, 4 will be pointing back at you, trying to come out of a very, very state. He tried every effort. And the most painful, I don't know about us, I know there are a lot of us that have been, writing concerning the death on social media, many media platforms. Even though, God, in fact, that one is just more painful. The one that is just more painful because I have a lot to share. I need to share, my own contribution concerning this boy's death, because especially with all the postings, videos of the amount of, why boy, what has he done? I don't even need to ask for that. Why? Because the society that we are living in is, it's just so heart-wrenching, because there's nobody to speak for you. Nobody, except if you have this divine power, supernatural power, infinite power. What I mean by infinite power is just when you're out of this world, a power that is unseen, that can fight you out of those injustices. That is just the only way you'll be able to escape the treatment or the way you're being treated. The death of this boy is really speaking. It's really speaking. And for those that are involved, those that made this boy go through a depressing period of his life. Because when he posted his first video, I was just trying to do 1 or 2 things here and there on Instagram, on his some of his social media platforms, and it was about getting views little by little, and so MohBad's death is really a lesson to everyone. Because if I want to say something, I'm just being drawn back. Why? Because I'm feeling it so bad, like in my heart I'm so heavy. Why? Because I've been seeing these recent videos they post about, people were like, why haven't people posted? Why didn't you post it in the past when he was still alive? The amount of treatment he was receiving from this opposing force that don't even want this boy to rise, I don't want this boy to shine. Why didn't you post it then? There is something about this cover. I just have to call it a cover, because it's not a new thing to us. If you see the settings of the people they post that surrounds MohBad, you will know very well that they are not joking set of people. They are not. In fact, you know what I mean by slum. When you grow up from a slum, you meet different type of people there, different type of people. Life that didn't have that didn't grow up with a silver spoon. That's what I mean. And the effect of that really shows on people, tells on the people that surrounds the demise of this young boy. Like, this is this kaba. I don't know the right words to use. I don't want to use a word that we, the policy here on the social media where I'm presenting this, not going to find it funny with me, But the set of people he was mixing up with, what I mean is, they're just too tough. They are the kind of people that you should not even surround yourself with in the first place. It's just because of the kind of setting. He can't help himself, because he will never know the repercussions. Just like when you hang out with a friend and people outside are seeing that kind of friend, you already know that this kind of particular person you're hanging out with are not going to do you, understand by that. So the effect really is going to tell on people that see you, especially if you're a kind of person that is so calm. You're so you're so calm and good-headed. They don't expect you to move out with those kind of people. And what I'm just trying to put here is the death or the demise of this young boy MohBad is influenced by friends. You know, like I said, his first video that he posted, it was just about to rise a little by little. Before you know, they say Naira Marley came up from nowhere. You know, there are people in this life, all they came into this life to do, they were born actually, but they are just sent to do this kind of things. You see, they say some people that causes death can cause to him, you know. They're just being raised to do wickedness. They're just being raised to do things that, in fact, they are not God-fearing. All they do is just to destroy. They said the devil came to steal, to kill, and destroy. And when they said Naira Marley saw the video that one of the musics, the one that really was rising, the one that really gained more attention from people, that was when Naira Marley came up from the picture and saw this boy. He was presentable, he was bold, he knows really what he wants and what he's doing there in that very video. Music video that caught Naira Marley's attention. Not one, not two. He keeps posting, and before you know, these people, all they do is just to feed on where they did not sow. All they do is just to choke people when they see people rising from the water, people that have been drowned for a very long time. You will not hear them, nobody knows about them, and when they're just about to raise their head, you will see people from different locations, directions, to say, who is this one? Especially when they see that those ones are about to shine are better off than them, they will look for a way to choke them. And the first way they do it, I'm just doing this video here because of the death of this boy, will teach people, a lot of people lesson, and people that are still into this, they are still there. You know, there was once a time when this young boy was alive. People don't really know that this kind of thing will later happen that will end him up. You know, I'm talking about people that will learn something from this video. You know, you should be careful with the kind of people you mix up with. Be careful, because you know what they do? They will keep trying to look like they're supporting you. They'll be drawing you in, looking for, you know, when they find out that you don't have any, especially when they see that, they'll first of all draw you in. When they draw you in, they will not monitor you, they will not assess you, they will not, that's what they do. They will now look deep inside of you. They are called monitoring spirit. You think they come there for your good, or they come to your life for good, or they come is just to look for how to cut you short, especially when you're about to raise your head and become somebody. They'll first of all endear you, those things they know that they can use to get you into their surroundings. And by the time they see that you maybe in your mind you're just too relaxed, they will even put you into different groups, and you're thinking they're trying to help you, but they're just trying to just destroy you. That's just the truth. Like I said, because of this young man's death, MohBad is influenced by friends, influenced by association. When you are going out with people that you know, every one of us have conscience. We know the kind of setup that you mix yourself with, and they are going to influence it badly. And you know, when you are being influenced badly, they say end shall tell. You should know, every one of us should know. Understand? But just that the environment is just so enticing. Like I said, they'll first of all entice you with money. If they find out that you are nobody, they know that you don't have enough in your pocket, they know that you are not capable. Yes, they know that you're not capable. They'll just first of all support you with everything that you need and draw you in little by little. And if you are not sensitive enough and you don't have good intuition, because some people, when these things come to their intuition, you know, something will be speaking to you. God will be speaking to you. People around you that God uses to speak to you, and you feel, no, please, just let me be. Let me be. I know what I'm doing. Why? Especially when they have introduced you into different association, into different things. You know what I mean? You know. So, and he never knew. MohBad never knew that these people that are around him, that he felt that are the ones that will help him shine, that will help him become that very vision that he has. That the whole they are, you know, they are just there around him with or for, or what they are just, you know, around him for is just to look for how to drag him down, and not just only to drag him, because different phases of videos I've seen, from different video, from one stage of video to another, it's just like it's just like they are just doing it series by series. One will come from one step to another, from one step to another. I keep saying it. They were drawing this boy physically. You understand? They were looking for how to draw him out of their midst, not just out of their midst, around them, and he will still be around them, but in eternity. And that is just what the death of this boy really have become now. His spirit is speaking. for those that are involved, in ending this young man's life. His spirit will keep speaking. It just, like I said, especially if you don't have any power that fights for you. This generation that we are living in, a generation that they don't have any justice. Nobody is there to speak for you. Everybody are just trying to, look for what they will get from you. When they get it, they'll say they want to help you. At the end of the day, they just want to suck everything. In fact, if you have any little plus to the remaining, they will suck the rest from you. You understand? Everyone are just trying to look for where they will get. Nobody is prepared to give. Even if they give you, just be praying, say, God, do not let the evil men or evil thoughts enter into them, and not they will not turn their mind and backstab you. God should not even allow that to happen. I'm just saying these statements. At least people that are watching, if you're watching, you will know what I'm talking about. Because here in this very video, I'm not yet talking mostly about the death only of MohBad, but the lessons that people will need to learn from this very video I'm doing, or from the death of this young man. The lesson they will learn, that is what I'm sharing here concerning the this young man's demise. We should be careful, we should be guided, we should have intuition. When you're hanging around with people, don't just be there. Use only your head. Don't use your head. Use your heart. Use everything, because this thing is life. You can see, because of this kind of people that he was involved in, they just ended his life just like that. I know I said it's just the video, because I wanted to do this for long here on the channel, but I was just withdrawing. I was just looking at, I've not been myself, like, because it's just like this young man. I've not known much of it. I don't even know the face. It's just, I don't even know the face, because when I heard the song, that one that was so, like, there's one particular one I heard. When I woke up in the morning, I saw this in Mr. Blog, they posted it, MohBad did, and they were playing the music. I've heard this music, but I don't know who sang it. My dear people, I don't know. I don't even know the face of who sang this song. I know most times I only sing Christian music, but there's some music that will touch your soul somehow, because it's the rhythm that matters most. People say Naira, Marley. There's some of these musicians you see these days. I don't know what they're even saying. If you put your ears down very well, people just listen to beats. They don't listen to what they see. This boy was just trying to tell us something, trying to speak, but nobody. Just like when Osejanti died, she was singing through her pains, but nobody knew what was going on till it ended. So another thing is just that if you find yourself in this kind of situation, you can't save yourself. Don't tell yourself it will come out well. There's some that will not come out well. There's some that will just lead to where this young man is now. Understand? So speak up. Try and speak up. Try and talk to all the other authorities. That's why I said there are some different groups. Maybe because it was so involved in these groups. And if you are involved, you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to dive into that. That's not what I'm here for. But there's some good groups they were involved into. There's some ungodly groups they were involved into. And he was scared of his life, because in that very group, they will tell you this is the reverse, or the how do I say, the repercussions, or the reverse of what really you are doing here, of what they have introduced you into. This is what is the what you're going to suffer. Because anything that is positive will definitely come out. There's some that will still come out negative. There's some that will not come out negative. They will tell you the effects. They will tell you what you will benefit. So it's left for you. And he entered the group that they introduced him into, and the effect of it now had to take him off the scene. He didn't speak up on time. Why? Because he was scared. Because he already know the effect. If he speaks up, this might happen. That so it's just like nobody. When you are in the group of people that has power more than the other group, if you have sense, you understand this video I'm making here. Because I'm just trying to make it indirect and pinpoint it. If you have sense, like if you have something, you understand where I'm going here concerning this young man's death. Because I'm just sharing the death of this boy, more showing the lesson that people should learn from than his death. It's no more in our midst. What we are doing here, we are just doing it according to our own ability that we can do. Because in this world, a lot of injustices, except the way his spirit is speaking. Because what you see there is his spirit that is speaking. If you think that everything about this world is just what you can see physically, there are some invisible beings. They are more greater. Like I said, sometimes I say, life is spiritual. Life is more spiritual than physical. They are more in numbers in the realm of the spirit than the physical. They are the ones that are worrying for him. They are the ones that are rioting for him. They are the ones that are protesting for him. They are even the one. It's just like the spirits that are just going to different hearts and different souls for this boy to, you know, get justice. And the people that did this to him will come out, you know, and the whole world will see what will happen, you know, as a result of people that can do something like this to this young man. So it's a lesson for everyone. Speak up. And, you know, like I said, sometimes they don't speak up because of the reverse of what they're speaking up will cause to them. That is why they don't speak up. When you have entered, you have entered. You can't pull out. If you speak up, that will be just your end. And they have tried physically, like all these videos I was saying about how they were in human treatment, you know, dehumanization and the rest of them. They were just treating him, and I was just seeing those beatings and the rest of them. Sometimes they would just false accusation, allegation. All these things was just what they were doing physically. And they were not able to do anything. Like, it did not end them, and they now decided to use spiritual powers. Life is spiritual. So I hope you learned something from this video. Hope you learn something. If you're one of those that are in the same category of, you know, what led to this young man's demise, learn a lesson from this very video. It's not all spirits that can speak. There's some physically, if nobody will speak for them, that will just be their end. So I'm just here also to present my condolences to this young man's death victim, those that are, the condolences to the family of MohBad, and the good friends he still has that are still, you know, making sure through media platforms that this boy's death will not go for nothing. I know that something great will come out of it, something, you know, that it will not just be physical effort. At the end of it, after all the efforts, that, you know, he gained justice. And for his father saying these things, I don't believe this. And you know, there are a lot of things behind this young man. That his family's background. If you go deep, you will hear things. And it's not only in the family MohBad that it's happening. It happens in many families. When many of them, especially they find out that you are somebody that really did well for yourself in your life, and you have properties, you have some funds, you know. People from different places, when that person has died, that's when they will come out and say, hey, he did not do this for me. Look at what he did for the dead. If in life, people can be saying this is what you have done, people can be fighting you, spiritually, they still do the same. If the father can do this. So, I don't know what is behind what is just trying to, by what he have been saying in this video, okay? But please, your son needs, you know, needs to stand with, no matter the situation. So thank you very much, and once more, hope you learned again, like I said, and don't forget to like the video and share if you loved. So we'll see you on our next one. See you later. Bye.